Good afternoon. I'm Jim Abbott. I'm the athletic director at Oklahoma City University, and just pleased to welcome you to our October Blue-White Luncheon. It's great to have such a great crowd. It's terrific to look out and see so many student athletes in attendance. So we're going to start today and ask those young men and women to stand and introduce themselves. If you're an OCU student athlete, please stand. The current OCU student and we'll start over here with Katie Lee Wilson, who is the star of the new athletic calendar. So tell us who you are, where you're from, your sports, and anything else you want.
Hi, I'm Katie Lee Wilson. I'm from Owasso, Oklahoma. I'm on the women's golf team, and I'm majoring in exercise science.
I'm Raiden Barnes. I'm from Chalk, Oklahoma, also on the women's golf team, and I'm a senior finance major.
I'm Matthew Lindrath, and I'm on the wrestling team from Spring Hill, Florida, and I'm a business economics.
My name is Sarah Smith. I'm on the basketball team out from Richardson, Texas, and my major is sociology.
I'm Lucas Ribeiro. I'm from Brazil. I'm in the soccer team, and I'm an economics major as well, and I'm a senior.
I'm Fabian Henningsen. I'm from Hamburg, Germany, and I'm a business administration major, and I'm in the men's soccer team as well.
I'm Victoria Little. I'm from Fort Sill, and I'm a senior biomedical science major.
I'm Felicia Ellison. I'm from Longview, Texas, and I'm a senior biology major. Soccer, sorry.
I'm Haley Atkins. I'm in soccer. I'm business administration major, and I'm from Dallas, Texas.
I'm Vanessa Mendoza. I'm from women's soccer. I'm majoring in justice studies, and I'm from Garland, Texas.
I'm Serena Lopez. I'm from Las Vegas, Nevada. I play soccer, and I'm also a soccer and early childhood education major.
All right, let's give them. Lots of seniors in that group, and we should have done what I do for as long as I do. Is I asked Serena earlier, I guess, that she was a junior, and she's in fact a senior, and it does go very fast. But what a terrific group. We're so pleased to have you guys representing us. We have, it's always hectic for us, always something going on. Last night, a great volleyball match. We're going to hear a little bit more about that. We also had a women's golf tournament over the last couple of days that we just barely won by 32 shots. I can't tell you, it's a wide margin. Marty, is there anything quickly you want to share on that? Or?
I didn't do much. I just
you know, lots of these national tournaments, it just comes down to a few shots. Last year it rained the whole time. We only played 2 rounds, and you kind of learn get out to an early lead. As an administrator, I always tell the soccer players, score early and often. And of course, not quite that simple, but these ladies had a 37-shot lead after the first day, and I could have played on our team, and we would probably still won. It's terrific. It doesn't happen accidentally for any of these students. Let's see. We announced this week that we will be hosting the first ever NAI Cheer and Dance National Championship. That's going to happen in March. We've invested a lot of time and effort into cheer. We've had cheer as a varsity sport long before this point. And it's really pretty exciting to have the opportunity to host the first event. As we march closer toward that, we're going to need your help. You know, not only do we want to compete as best we can in the event, but we want to be great hosts. We want to make this a great experience for everybody that comes. So we're going to be looking for volunteers, and we're going to need some help to put that on. That's March 9th and 10th. We have a little bit of time, but we're going to try to get organized, and I hope you'll consider maybe being involved in that. And then this weekend, we have our first women's wrestling competition on campus. And Matt, you want to give us sort of a quick details on the schedule of that?
Yeah, sure. We've got about 20 teams coming in from across the nation, so it'll be a pretty good event. It's kind of a pool to bracket setup this year. Normally it's a dual tournament. We changed it because we had a few coaches and myself wanting to really get out of the dual format. So Friday we're going to start at noon, and it'll probably go to about 7 or 8 in the evening. So if you're wanting to come by that evening and check out some women's wrestling, we'll have a lot of really good competition there. And then Saturday we'll start back up at 9, and the final should be around anywhere between 3 to 5 o'clock. So I'm going to know which wrestlers straight through. So we look forward to seeing you out there.
We only have so many opportunities. The women's wrestling team travels more than any other team. Maybe, I don't know about more than any. I see our rowers back there. They put some miles in too. But really, we only have 3 or 4 opportunities on campus to support women's wrestling. So I hope you'll come. We are hosting the Women's Wrestling National Championship also in the spring. So yet another opportunity for you to help Kelly, Perry, and Stacy have to keep their sanity through all the events we have. All right, let's get some sports updates. We didn't have a track or cross-country update at our last luncheon, so I kind of want to start there. Lots of great things going on with cross-country, and here to give us an update, welcome our head coach, Matt Aguero.
Well, thank everybody for coming out today. Appreciate you all being here and supporting us. Let me introduce David Crimes. He's our assistant coach. He's been doing a great job for us, hitting the recruiting trail really hard. We actually have a senior recruit day. We did this last year for the first time. We're doing it again on Sunday. We have about 15 kids signed up for that. So, and these are seniors from Oklahoma and Texas for the most part. And they'll be here for a tour and meet the team. Hopefully we'll sign a few of those in the next month or so. To tell you a little bit about how the season's going, we've had 3 meets so far. We're doing well on both sides. Both the men and the women are ranked 6th in the nation right now. I feel like we're a little better than that. I think we have a shot to win the thing coming November 19th. Our national championship will be in Illinois this year. It got moved from North Carolina in the middle of the season. Which is kind of nerve-wracking as a coach because all of our training is designed for the national championship meet. So if you're a basketball coach, you know that the goal is going to be 10 foot tall, no matter where you play at. But it's not that way within cross country. So we design our training. It's going to be a hilly course, flat. The surface it's going to be on, and we know there's going to be kind of a hilly course this year. So, which before it was going to be flat, but we've actually put in some hill work, so that's exciting. We'll probably be a little ahead of the game than some of the other teams that have not. That's November 19th. Our past 2 meets, we were at OSU. Our top girl, Aminette Owora, she's from Nigeria. She's a JUCO transfer from San Diego. She won the OSU meet up in Stillwater. And then at the Chili Pepper Festival in Fayetteville, she finished runner-up. The only girl that beat her was from the University of Missouri, and we raced some pretty big teams. University of Arkansas was there. She beat all their girls, and I think they're currently ranked 10th in the nation in D1. So she's a pretty good athlete. To tell you a quick story of when I was recruiting her, it was kind of late in the summer. She had narrowed it down to a couple of schools, and I'm on the phone with her, and she said in her junior college, she trained with some of the guys. That's how fast she is. And I said, well, our men's team, we've won the last 3 national championships, so you can't train with any better guys. And that night, she committed to us. So that's the first time I've ever got a girl to commit because of the men's team. She was also named runner of the week, national runner of the week, and conference runner of the week for those 2 performances. So we're really excited about her. Our next meet is in Winfield, Kansas this weekend. It's the NAI Mid-States Classic. So there'll be about 20 to 25 NAI teams there from around this region. So it'll be a good meet. Both the men and women should fare pretty well there. We do have one small injury on the men's side. Dave Munford's got a foot problem, so we'll probably set out. But I think we need to go with the national championship. Any questions?
Drama not beat any of the boys?
Well, she can't beat any of the guys, but in some of those workouts, you can see those guys getting scared. But she actually set our school record in the 5K by 70 seconds. So 5K is 3 miles, so it's quite a bit per mile. And we have some other girls. We have another girl that will probably be top 10 in the nation as well. So but we're good on both sides.
Any other questions? JR, my mother always told me to be afraid of fast women too, so.
Yeah. Never met anybody a lot bigger than you.
All right, we have such a great turnout from soccer. Let's get an update on our OCU men's and women's soccer seasons. Welcome our head coach, Brian Harvey.
Well, at the beginning of any season, coaches will tell you that you've got to steer clear of injuries. You need a call from the referee now and again, and also you need a little bit of luck. Unfortunately, the ladies have none of that. They've had no luck whatsoever. We had a really tight game against St. Gregory yesterday, and we had one of our better players who was playing quite well actually had to come off with a soft concussion. We had another girl not the ability to play. In fact, Vanessa, stand up for me, please. This is Vanessa. She started every game from her freshman year to last week. And last week at practice, I said, Vanessa, I need to check with the SID guy. Have you started every game? She said, yes, I really have. On Saturday, she tore her ACL. I will not be able to complete the season. So that's the kind of season we've had on the ladies' side. But got to tell you, they've shown great character. They've worked ever so hard, and we're in a playoff situation in the playoffs, which I feel that we may, if we win our next 2 games, get home field advantage. We're 3-3 with 3 games left. So it's a difficult ask. I think we're going to have 12 girls out of 17 dress on Saturday. So it's really has been one of those years. But as I said, they've shown wonderful character. On the boys' side, it's totally the opposite. They're having a great year. They're 11-3, 5-1 in conference. Have a great opportunity to host. And yesterday, one of our players, who actually is a defender, was named National Offensive Player of the Week. So out of all schools in the nation, he was Offensive Player of the Week. So that side's going great, but yesterday the girls lost and the boys won, and I felt bad. Not for the boys, but for the girls. They left everything out on the field. And so anyway, it's been one of those years. So, any questions, please, about men or women's soccer? Next home game will be next Tuesday evening. We host USAO, and then next Saturday we host Wayland Baptist, and that will be our senior night. So all of the young ladies, you'll see them walking out on their crutches over there to receive the senior night presentation.
Any other questions for Brian?
Hope to see everybody out next Tuesday. Thanks a lot.
I mentioned earlier that we played volleyball last night. Boy, at least 2 matches a week in volleyball, and one this Saturday was in Fort Worth playing Texas Wesleyan. I just happened to pull it up on my computer, and I'm going to let Coach Steele tell you more about it, but when I pulled it up, I just looked at the first set score, which did not go well for us, and I thought, I better stay and watch this thing, because we've sort of gotten used, we're on a really nice winning streak right now, but I don't want to ruin his talk. The end result of the weekend was great, so here to give us an update on volleyball, welcome to Kyle Steele.
So it's been about 3 weeks since we will call it the conference of least resistance right now. We haven't really been tested in about 3 weeks. And Saturday, we got beat down 25-15 in the first set at Texas Wesleyan. And so it was, I should really thank them because it got our kind of competitive juices flowing again. But it took us a few sets to look like ourselves again. I mean, I'll give them a lot of credit. They played really well. They had a girl actually dive on the floor and break her nose and take it back up and come out and play again. So they wanted to beat us really bad. But we got it done in 5, set 4 and 5. I think it was 25-17, 15-5 in the 5th for us. So looked like OCU volleyball again. But we put a nice stretch together here, 14-0 in conference. We are on, I guess that puts us at 16-match win streak now. You can go all the way back to non-conference. It seems like a long time ago. But we had an awesome Blue-Out night. If you were, I saw a lot of you guys there on a Friday night where we played Wayland Baptist, who was also undefeated in the conference at the time, and beat them 3-0. And the basketball players all had the brooms out and sent them home with a sweep. So check Twitter out. There's some awesome pictures that floated around from that match. We gave away free pizza to all the students. So I mean, I don't know if there was too many blue seats that were empty at. In Fruities, so that was pretty awesome to see a packed house, and the promotion going on from the other sports, from soccer and basketball and softball and baseball was awesome to see all the sports come together and support us in an important game for us. The flip side of that is we got to go to Plainview this Friday, and Wayland's still only at 1 conference loss, which is us, so we can actually all but clinch the regular season conference this Friday if we go ahead and win in Plainview, which would automatically put us in the national tournament, which is what our goal has been all year long. I would like to go ahead and win the rest of the games beyond that. That way we don't have to play an opening round game. We can go straight to Sioux City, but that it may be a tougher task than I imagine, having to beat teams 3 times when you play everybody twice in conference and then play them again at a tournament. So. We've had multiple awards. We had Hitter and Defender of the Week this week in the SAC again. We are actually tied for 4th in hitting percentage in the country right now and 5th in the country in aces right now. So if you like a lot of offense and you like seeing a pretty aggressive team, it's pretty fun to come watch. I highly recommend getting out and seeing. We've had a sophomore outside from California, Fia Fahan. He's really stepped up the last 2 or 3 weeks. Last night against Southwestern Christian, she went 16 kills in 3 sets and hit 625, which if you don't know a lot about volleyball hitting percentage, it's pretty similar to batting average in baseball. So imagine if somebody went out and hit 625 over a 3-game stretch. That's probably a pretty good stretch for that person. So it's been a lot of fun. So I hope we can close out the conference like we should. I'd love to have an undefeated conference here. And that way when we go to the conference tournament, we're kind of a lot of the pressure's off and we can go relax and just play knowing that we've already clinched the berth to nationals. So, any questions about volleyball? All right, thanks.
Well, we have just a little more time. I've learned not to just put coaches on the spot, but Tom Dougherty, do you want to share a little bit about rowing? Tom Dougherty had the courage to move to Oklahoma from Iona. He was at Iona University. He doesn't sound quite as rural as we do. He's kind of a back east city guy, but been with us about a month. About a month. So let's hear from Tom Dougherty. Give Tom Dougherty.
Hey guys, thanks for being here. So we had a race at the first weekend of October that headed to Oklahoma. It was my first experience with it, and there was a lot of people down there. I saw a couple of you guys down there. It's a great turnout. It was a beautiful weekend for it. We had pretty good success. Guys, we had about 15 races over the 2 days, and there were 4K each race. So the rowers put in a lot of work, and each of them had, on the men's side, between 5 and 6 races over those 2 days, and the women had 3 or 4. The men medaled in every event they were in, so came away with 7 first places on the men's side, and that was just the long races. We had also at night the night sprints, which got cut short, a little short because it finally started to rain right before around 9:15, 9:30. So we started the day around 8 a.m. with the first race and it went all the way till 10. So they're there for a while, but yeah, the men won 7 of their races and they won 3 of the night sprints, and the women won women's open single and women's lightweight single. They medaled in 3 other races. So overall, a pretty solid weekend from the whole team. Most people walked away with at least medaling in every event or every race. So it was a pretty solid team win. Our next race coming up will be in 2 weeks. We're headed down to Tennessee for the head of the hooch. Team is going for its 6th team title. They've won it the last 5 years, so we have to go down there to defend that. We've had good success. We'll see a little bit more competition, especially on the men's side, which we're excited about to see where we kind of stand as we move into before our winter training. That will be kind of our last race of the fall. So it's been a lot of internal training and everything, and just a lot of personal goals that everyone's trying to hit right now. But that's where we're kind of at with the team with the Roman. Any questions?
Is it daunting to you as a new coach to have to go to an event that we've won 5 years in a row and think, gosh, what happens if we don't win?
Daunting, but I don't know. It's a challenge. Like you see it there, and it's whether you're only accepted or not accepted. Kind of in my mind. That's where it's like you gotta have each day you're trying to set it up to always be moving towards that. You gotta set your own personal goals. And with rowing, like there's no defense to it. Like you're your own move or you're not. So we're like running. You have to set yourself up. So it's an offensive sport, and you gotta be ready to just attack it. You gotta go after the challenge. So that's what I think about it.
Any other questions for Tom?
Thank you.
I like the new guys. They don't know when you're joking or not. The old saying is, we're with you winter time, and that goes back.